Hi, this is Tim Taylor. In this video, I want to share with you a marketing plan. It's a marketing plan to attract motivated sellers for you to buy more houses. Now, this is a marketing plan that I've had in place for over 10 years. And this marketing plan has consistently allowed me to buy 3 or 4 houses a month every single month for over 10 years. Now, when it comes to marketing and attracting motivated sellers, there's 2 ways to find motivated sellers. One is an outbound effort that you would make, where you would go out and try to find motivated sellers. You can use a number of different methods to do that. You could call for sale by owners, you could look online. It's where you're making an outbound effort to go out and try to sift and sort the people that have homes for sale to find the motivated ones. Or a better approach, in my opinion, is where you would put marketing out in your target marketplace and allow motivated sellers to contact you. And let's start by talking about target market. In my opinion, and if you know anything about me, I'm all about focus, having laser-like focus. And the same is true for my real estate investing business. I recommend to everyone that if you're going to be a successful real estate investor, you pick a radius around where your personal residence is, a 30-mile radius around your home, and allow that to be your target market in which you buy and sell homes. There is enough homes within a 30-mile radius of your particular house that you could probably retire on many times over if you just focused in that area. Now, when we're talking about focusing in your target market, when you're putting marketing out there, I want you to have market dominance. And this is what I had in my business. I had a number of different marketing methods in place to allow motivated sellers to contact me. And in this focused area, everyone knew who I was. Everyone knew my message because I blanketed my area with this message. So let's talk about some of the different mediums that I used, and let's talk about the specific message that I used. First, when we're talking about the message that I used a message that was different than what most people use. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with I buy houses cash, we buy houses cash, and those are very good terms, and I'm not going to sit there and lie and say I didn't used to use those in the early 90s and in the mid 90s, and it worked very well. However, in my opinion, and it's nothing more than my opinion, but those terms and those phrases have been oversaturated. And it also has a connotation that you only buy low-end properties. So a number of years ago, I shifted my message to make me kind of step away from the masses. And I used the following message in all of my outbound marketing, which I'll go over one by one of what those are. But my message was consistent among all of my marketing mediums, so I could create a brand. And here was my message, and it's very specific. The message was, sell your house fast, quick sale, fair price, and then my phone number. And I laid this out in a very specific way. For instance, on sell your house, I used a capital S and then small letters. Capital Y, small letters. Capital H, small letters. But on fast, all capitals with an explanation point. And then quick sale, fair price. Same logic. Capitalize only the first letter of each word. And then I had my phone number big. Okay, so when you're doing marketing, your message needs to be what's in it for them. What's in it for the customer? Why should they call you? Sell your house fast. Every word in there, quick sale, fair price. Every word is about what's in it for them. That's what prompts them to call. This doesn't matter. This advertising and this marketing will attract both low-end sellers and high-end sellers, which is what you want. And you're educated and you know how to buy both types of properties without putting yourself at risk. So now let's talk about the different marketing mediums that I used. First and foremost, I used a classified ad. In my local newspaper, I had a section in the classified department that was called, a section in the paper that was called Real Estate Wanted. And I put this exact message. And you'll notice this is 4 lines. However, I paid for a 6-line ad. Because what I had on my classified ad is I paid for a blank space at the top and a blank space at the bottom of my classified ad. Because when someone's reading the paper, when it has a blank white space at the top and at the bottom, your eye draws right to it. So it's very specific, and I felt it was well worth the extra 2 lines for me to pay for because of the effectiveness of it. So this is the message that I ran 365 days a year in my local newspaper under the Real Estate Wanted section. In addition to my classified ads, I also had bandit signs. I had 18-inch high, 24-inch wide bandit signs. They were yellow signs with black lettering. The black lettering was this exact same message. And I used the entire space of the 18 by 24-inch sign with this message. And I used to put out 50 to 100 of these bandit signs, blanketing my 30-mile radius of my target market with both classified ads and bandit signs. I also had car magnets made up. I could get car magnets made up for $25 to $50 a piece. I used to pay my contractor to drive around and put these car magnets on his truck. He put them on both the driver's side, the passenger side, and on his tailgate. And I used to pay him $100 a month to drive around with this message on his truck, because he was always working in my target market, rehabbing my homes. It was like a moving, traveling billboard that I had going around every single month for only $100 a month. I also had business cards made up, again with this very same message on it. Notice, this message doesn't say anything about Tim Taylor. It doesn't say anything about my business. Doesn't have a big photograph of me on it. The entire message about what's in it for the customer. Not about me, because quite honestly, your customers don't care about you. They only care what you can do for them, which is get them out of a situation and buy their house. So leave the message exactly as we have it. So business cards is another way that I buy houses. I used to leave them in restaurants. Anytime I would go out to eat, I'd leave it on the table. Matter of fact, one time I left it on the table and a customer came in after me, saw my business card, picked it up, called me, and I bought 3 houses off him. He was an investor who was looking to liquidate a few of his houses. I bought 3 of them off him from a little 1-penny business card. Very important. Now, another method that I use, and I can promise you this is something that no one else is using, so please don't let the secret out. But here it is. I came up with this a number of years ago, and it was a method that I used this same message, but it's laid out a little bit different. I'm sure most of you have cable, or at least have seen cable. And on your cable, your local channel, you have the Weather Channel. It's national, it's all across the entire country. But with the Weather Channel, they have a thing that's called 8 on the 8s, or Weather on the 8s. Every 8 minutes, they give you your local forecast. They switch from their national coverage to your local forecast. And in that local forecast, if you look closely, every 8 minutes, they have a little web crawler at the bottom. It just rolls the entire thing, and you can pay for advertising. What I did in my business is I contacted my local cable company, and I said I wanted to advertise on that every 8 minutes. And if there was no other advertisers marketing whatever their business was on that, I got my advertising every 8 minutes. Now, some other areas, they already have some people advertising, and maybe you can only get 1 or 2 rotations an hour. But I promise you, it's so effective because everyone watches the Weather Channel and your local forecast. I used to put this same message. With the Weather Channel, what they'll allow you to do is print out 285 characters in a string. And what I did is I put sell your house fast, quick sale, fair price, and my phone number, and I laid it all out. And in the length of time during that 8-minute forecast, I could send this message so it would scroll 4 complete times. It would run through with this message and this phone number 4 times during that local forecast. I promise you, you do that and you will get some motivated sellers to contact you. and you will buy some houses. My objective when I set up my business was to have this message be my brand in my target market. And here's what I mean by market dominance. In my area, if you go to a Walmart or go to anywhere, a public place where people come, and if you stood in the front of a Walmart with a clipboard and you just asked the first 100 random people that walked in the door this question, excuse me, if you had to sell a house quickly, where would you go to sell it? And I can promise you 80 out of 100 people in my 30-mile radius would say, I would call that guy that has all the advertising around where he buys houses. When you get 80 out of 100 people in your target market knowing of you, or at least of your message, that's when you have market dominance. That's when you'll be successful. This is truly a marketing business. Marketing drives sales. And I hope you use this, put this into place, and take advantage of this. I hope this information has helped you. If you'd like more information about me or any other marketing concepts that I have, please go to my website. Get some more information about me and some of the programs that I offer. I'll be happy to even have a free 30-minute consultation with you personally where I'll contact you. I also have live training coming up shortly where I personally mentor 12 people who get to work with me over a 15-month period of time. If you'd like to be one of those people, please sign up or call my office on my website at www.timtaylorsuccesscoach.com. Sign up for a free 30-minute consultation, call my office. I'd be happy to speak with you, try to help you with your marketing plan, and also maybe get a chance to work with you someday. Thank you.